Are you filming? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Fine, you don't have to look the camera.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
I didn't know where we were going. But anyway, sorry. My name is Rich Freed, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Glasgow in Scotland originally. Although I've lived in Toronto for almost 8 years now, actually. Time has flown since I moved here. But yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I perform very frequently in Toronto. Um, I play solo, and also I have a band which are called Rich Freed and the Renegades. And we play a couple times a month in Toronto usually. And I frequent like open mics in the city. I also run a songwriter showcase, which is like once or twice a month at the TO Lounge. We call it TO Lounge Acts. And we have like seven songwriters that turn up and perform. So yeah, very active in the music scene in Toronto. Um, yeah.
And your name?
So my name is Rich Freed, and this is my music. Well, first contact with music. I remember like I think my first like musical love, and this is a bit of a guilty pleasure, but it was the Spice Girls. I mean, this is like going back to when I was like, you know, 6 or 7 years old, and they were like a massive craze in the UK, and I fell in love with Baby Spice. Um, and I had their first album. I mean, I don't really still listen to Spice Girls, although honestly, if they come on, it brings back some cherished memories. But then I don't know, like trying to think back, my first like proper like obsession with a band that I still adore now is Blur, um, who I think they were their song 2, which you probably know, was on the FIFA '98 soundtrack, and in the intro, I still remember that intro. Me and my brother used to dance around the living room. Yeah, in fact, that soundtrack had a lot of great stuff on it. Fatboy Slim as well. So they were like, I remember somehow that soundtrack became like the basis for my entire um, musical influences for like the rest of my life. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow. I mean, it basically plays a role in like how I use my spare time throughout my day. I mean, I have a day job, but during my breaks or after I'm tired of sending my 40th email, I will pick up my guitar and I'll strum away a bit on it. So like I'll use it just to kind of give me a little dopamine hit during the day. So I definitely use it to like relax and de-stress while at home. And also after work, I frequent either open mic nights or I'm playing shows, and it's a really great way to connect with other people, either the members of my band or anyone I'm collaborating with. It's like a shared language that we can really connect over, or just with any audience. When I'm performing, it's really great to entertain people. I love entertaining people, especially with songs that I've written. But also like even going to these open mics, and it's a really good way to meet people. Like you can just turn around and say like, "Hey, are you performing tonight?" Or "Hey, that was amazing," or someone will tell me that they really liked my music, and it's just a really great way to connect with people. So yeah, I think it's got a lot of different roles. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, music is extremely important for me. It's kind of taking center in my entire social life, almost. So like, yeah, it's definitely, I feel like it gets me through my days. It's such a great way to express myself. Like a lot of my songs are very passionate and emotional, and I think I need that as a way to, like outlet some emotional stuff that I've been going through. But also, yeah, just like a fun thing to kind of make my life worth living sometimes, because like it can be tough sometimes, when it's like freezing outside, and I've just sent my 80th email that day, and it's nice to have something that I find so fulfilling to do outside of my day job, that makes everything feel worth it. Honestly, so yeah. Oh, um, music is um the music is the essence of life. Honestly, I feel like everybody responds to music in a very positive way. I mean, I've met a few people that really don't care about music, but generally, it's something you can like. It's like a creative art that you can feel and really resonate with, no matter what language you speak, no matter where you're from. Like everybody appreciates like good music. Maybe not the same genre, but it's just it brings people together. It lets people express themselves, and it just brings joy to the world. So uh, music is life, I guess, is the phrase, and I'll agree with it. Yeah, it's interesting because like definitely my taste has kind of developed over the years, because like I was always really into like indie rock when I was growing up, and like classic rock, but I've now kind of I figured out that the last several years my like Spotify Wrapped has shown my top artists are just like very kind of chill, psychedelic, kind of instrumental, like funky, groovy music. So it's like definitely, I find like I don't go out my way to discover music. I just kind of, uh, yeah, I guess I'm much more passive in my music discovery than I used to be. So I'd say the music does find me, or at least the Spotify algorithm finds me. But yeah. Well, um, yeah. I mean, there's a few. I would say like probably like I mean I've got a few like all time favorite songs. Um, I think the one that's springing to mind right now is the song "Shiver" by Coldplay. I remember I got my first MP3 player when I was like, what age was I, like 14 or something, and that only could hold like 20 songs, and that song was on there, and like I would just listen to it over and over and over again. And I remember I was going through a kind of unrequited love, um kind of heartbreak moment, which was one of many that I've been through, but that song's kind of stuck with me. It's just such a great song, honestly. So it's just been very meaningful, and I can listen to it today for like the you know 5,000th time, and it still sounds as fresh and hits me as hard as ever. So yeah, I'll say that song. Yeah, yeah. My favorite ever concert. Oh, I've been to too many. Well, yeah. I mean, one that I'll never forget is seeing Oasis, but like not the most recent tour, which was amazing. And that was special. But like the first time I saw them, just before they broke up in 2009, in Edinburgh at Murrayfield Stadium. Um, it was just so exciting because obviously I was like 18 years old, and it was Oasis, and that show, the lineup were amazing. One of my other favorite bands, Kasabian, were opening for them, as well as another two bands that I'm sure many people in Canada won't have known, but The Enemy and Reverend and the Makers. But those four bands were like big at the time, and I remember like we went early and got into like the front golden circle, they called it, which so I was only like several meters away from the stage, and I had loads of room to like dance, and everyone that was there was just in such a high, and like people were just being so friendly with each other and like sharing like cigarettes and beer and stuff, and like it was just yeah, that was such a great show. So it was really cool that I got to kind of have a kind of re-experience that, because Oasis played again at Edinburgh Murrayfield after 16 years just in August there, and I I went back to Scotland to go to that show. So it was kind of cool, like kind of re-experiencing that after 16 years. Yeah, I kind of solidified. I mean, I already loved Oasis, obviously, at that point, but seeing them live for the first time, like on stage, it definitely inspired me to like really like pursue music, and start like writing songs regularly. And like, I mean, they're definitely Oasis are one of my biggest influences in my songwriting, which people love to tell me, uh, which I think is a good thing because they're amazing. But yeah, no, it definitely had an impact on me, and yeah, definitely I wanted to do that. Like, I mean, I already did at that point, but actually, every gig I go to, I'm like, I want to be up there. So that's kind of, yeah. I mean, like, uh, it would be nice to like make a living from making music, rather than having to like split my time doing multiple things. However, um, I just want to be able to get my music out to the people that would enjoy it, you know? So like I'm quite proud of my songwriting, and I'm like really proud of where my band are at this point. We're really like tight, and it's like really brought that vision to life. But it's more just like getting our band and my music in front of the people that would enjoy it is the tough part. But so you know, I don't really mind about being mega famous, but I just want to, yeah, I just want to entertain as many people as I can with my music that want to be entertained by it. So like I guess making getting the songs that I've written all recorded, putting them out there, but then also like just marketing them in the right way so they they reach the people that would like to hear them is the goal. Yeah, and the song that I'm going to perform that I wrote is called Stuck. It's basically a song about feeling stuck in your head, and kind of stuck in a loop, and striving to like get out of that and improve things in your life. So it's kind of like a kind of it's a darker song, but definitely a more hopeful one.
Stuck in the thoughts that keep pulling me down. Well, I hope for redemption and pray not to drown. Holding my breath in a world turned to gray, and I'm searching for color as I find my way. Every moment I fight what's inside. This battle is endless with nowhere to hide. Like a prisoner trapped in their own belief, I'm longing for a way to heal from the grief. Can I find a way to escape from the cage of my mind? Now I'll try to open the door to a flourishing life. Stuck in a loop that I cannot outrun, while I try to reflect on the things that I've done. Coming to terms with mistakes that I've made, and I'm facing the demons that left me so afraid. Walking on paths that have been papered out, learning which roads that I can live without. Walls that I built just to keep myself safe. Now feel like prisons I just had to break. Can I find a way to escape from the cage of my mind? Now I'll try. Break open the door to a flourishing life. Stuck between who I am and who I could be, while I try to decipher what feels real to me. Carrying burdens away on my soul. Now I'm so tired of trying to stay in control. Shadows of failure still haunt me at night, while I strive to make sense of what's wrong and what's right. I'm lost in a maze that my thoughts have designed. Time to take off the mask that has kept me so blind. Can I find a way to escape from the cage of my mind? Now I'll try. Break open the door to a flourishing life. Thank you. My message to the music is thanks you for existing, because you've brought almost unlimited joy to my life, and yeah, it's like it's such an amazing thing that you exist, and yeah, I like have a deep appreciation for you, for being there during my toughest moments and during my best moments. So thank you. Yeah, if you enjoy what you hear, you can find my music mainly on Instagram. It's rich_freed. So that's RICH_FREED. You can also find us on like Spotify. Right now all the music's under Rich Freed. And yeah, there's also, I've got a TikTok and a YouTube. Just search Rich Freed and it should come up. So